What is going on, guys? It is Chief here. Welcome back, guys. It has been a long time since I have made my last post. I do apologize for that. I did not mean to take so long to come back with another video for you guys. I understand you guys probably were wondering when would I make another post. Well, that would be now, especially with the new update that's coming. It's very exciting. I'm actually very excited for it. Although I won't be ready for Town Hall 12, I am a Town Hall 10, so I do believe that I will be able to benefit from the update in some kind of way, especially with the whole new troop levels that are coming in. So I will probably be able to get myself some new levels on my troops in my laboratory because they're going to bump some of the troops down from the higher Town Hall levels, considering that they don't want troops to be too OP from the other Town Hall levels that are above you. For example, Town Hall 12 coming in with the whole new level 7 Valkyries, level 8 Golems, so on and so forth. You know, they understand that, you know, that's going to be a bit OP for Town Hall 11s to have. They can't just add that to Town Hall 11s because then Town Hall 11s would 3-star other Town Hall 11s way too easily. So, you know, a lot of the troops are either going to stay the same for those Town Hall levels or they're going to get bumped down some. I mean, I know that Supercell has done that in the past where the level 4 P.E.K.K.A. was available at Town Hall level 10, but then they decided to bump it down to be available at Town Hall level 9. You know, there have been other troops that have also had that same buff, but you know, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. I'm not going to ramble over the whole update because you guys do have the news feed. I understand that you guys can read it for yourself. Why should I talk about something that you guys can read in, you know, your own time? Because you guys play the game obviously yourself. Anyways, but the main point of this video, why I'm bringing this here for you guys today, is not just to talk about the update. You know, we're actually here to talk about attack strategies. In my last video that I did going over how to attack in war, how to farm better, to level up faster, I understand that the quality was kind of bad. You couldn't really hear me all that well. So I decided I'm going to definitely do another video for you guys on how to attack where you can hear me more clearly. I did have some requests from some players that did want to have me explain better how to attack so that they could use my strategies or even use their own strategies, but perhaps my tactics involved in it so that they can improve themselves as players and attackers so that they can get 3 stars more often. So this one, I'm going to be doing it focusing on mainly Town Hall level 8 and below. So, I mean, this is practically a max Town Hall 7 I have here. I mean, the only thing I really do have left to do is I got to take my Barbarian King up 3 more levels. And I do believe I have to upgrade my Hog Riders and my Minions, both of them to level 2. Once that is finished, this will be an official max Town Hall level 7, which will make him completely equal or matched up with Raid and Defeat. You guys have seen Raid and Defeat in some of my past videos in War Attacks. Love that account. Quite a magnificent 3-star account right there. And Relentless is on the same boat, just a slightly younger Town Hall 7. So the way this would be focusing on Town Hall 8s and below, I know this is a Town Hall 7 account, but the way it works is that since the army capacity is 200, just like Town Hall 8, Town Hall 7 and Town Hall 8 share the exact same army capacity. So this can help you out for both levels. The only difference is that Town Hall level 8 will get some, newer troops like the Valkyrie and the Golem, and obviously higher levels in the laboratory. But in the end of the day, you're going to be scouting bases the same way. You're going to be having the same size army. You're probably going to be requesting some of the same troops in general. So this will be able to help you guys out in general, whether you're Town Hall level 8 or below. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be doing here. I'm actually going to be doing a live war attack for you guys. In the past, whenever I have shown you guys attacks, they were all replays of attacks that have already happened in the past in wars. Usually like the day before I would record, or same day but after the war has ended, maybe a couple hours after. So for this one, I'm actually going to show you guys how my strategies work by doing a live attack for you guys in war so that you guys can see for yourself that these strategies really do work. So for Town Hall 7s, if you're a Town Hall level 7 currently, this is an army I would highly recommend for you if you want to see yourself getting 3 stars more consistently in war. It's not 100% foolproof. It doesn't work on any Town Hall 7 base, but I can say comfortably that you will 3-star pretty much any Town Hall 7 base. I can't just say any because, there's so many players out in the world that are Town Hall 7 There are bases I haven't even seen, you know, because there are a lot of troll bases, hybrid bases, you know, their war bases. Some people even use their farming bases as their war base. It's just, it's interesting, you know. So I really can't say that it could 3-star any Town Hall 7. However, practically any Town Hall 7, you will be getting a 3-star with it. So this is the army I would recommend. I would highly recommend using 20 Hog Riders, regardless of whether they're level 1 or level 2, 4 Dragons, and 20 Archers. And whenever you're requesting troops into your clan castle, I would add another 4 Hog Riders, and I would definitely encourage you to try to reach for someone who's a higher Town Hall level than you with higher level Hog Riders, so that when they donate to you, you can add stronger Hog Riders with your Hog Riders that are not as strong as the ones you are receiving, if that makes sense. So the 20 archers, I've explained it in the past. I did it in my last tutorial video a while back, and I don't know if you guys were able to hear me or not, but the archers are just to kill the clan council troops. They're not really there to make a lot of damage to the base. The main source of your army that's going to be causing damage to the base will be your hog riders and your dragons. Hog riders obviously being the ones that are most important and most crucial in this attack strategy, because your hog riders are going to be the ones that destroy the air defenses, which will make the base easier to be destroyed by your dragons. As long as those air defenses are down, your dragons will definitely burn the base down to ashes. So I definitely do 3 healing spells. I mean, some people, you know, they would ask, why would you not do 3 lightning spells when you have dragons? You could just use 3 lightning spells on a single air defense, and that'll wipe that one out, and then there's only 2 air defenses left for your dragons to go for. Well, the reason I wouldn't go about it that way is because if your hog riders get wiped out and those 2 air defenses still stand, and with this particular attack strategy, you're kind of, you know, limited on your dragons, it's highly unlikely that your dragons would be able to push through it. I do get it, if you had 9 dragons and 20 archers, you know, it would definitely probably reach those 2 air defenses, but you can't exactly guarantee yourself that, because you don't know where the enemy's traps are. They could have a seeking minder that destroys, you know, one dragon, or brings its health down so drastically that it only takes 1 or 2 shots to kill it, and then you have 2 air defenses that could even be close to each other and would just knock your dragons down one by one quickly, just dropping them like flies. You don't want that. So that's why I highly recommend this attack strategy if you're Town Hall 7. It could work at Town Hall 8 once you get your Hog Riders to level 4. Very important that you know, obviously upgrade those in the laboratory, because with level 2 Hog Riders and below, it's highly unlikely that they'll be able to run through a max level Town Hall 8. Maybe a beginning Town Hall 8, because they're kind of at that transition between Town Hall 7 and Town Hall 8, so their defense really isn't all that strong yet. You know, at least for a Town Hall 8. But this is what I would do, guys. So I would definitely have the 3 healing spells. You're going to use those on your Hog Riders. As long as you keep those Hog Riders under your healing spells, even if those Hog Riders are level 1 and they run across a giant bomb, as long as they're under that healing spell, they will be saved. They will not die. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you would do when it comes to scouting in war. So don't mind the score, guys. I understand it's 0 to 23 in this war, but you know, we do have practically 12.5 hours left in this war, so I can guarantee you Underwar 4 will make its comeback. They always do. We don't win every single war. Not every clan does. You know, everyone loses once in a while. But Underwar 4 does win wars more than it loses. I can definitely gladly say that about this clan. You know, we definitely, you know, always tend to win our wars. We just lose here and there. So I can't guarantee we'll beat this clan in this war, but I can say we do have a pretty high chance of making that happen. So shout out to Underwar, Underwar 2, and Underwar 3. They are also part of the clan's family. I don't know if any of you guys are aware of that. There are some of you guys who would probably be new to my channel and new to watching these videos that I bring to you guys. But this is a giant clan that we have going on here. We have 4 rosters. And there is another channel for this clan. However, it is Portuguese only. I'm running the English part of it. So if you guys want to watch anything that's in Portuguese, just check out the other channel. It would be called just Underwar by itself. No Underwar 1 or Underwar family like the channel I'm running. It would just be Underwar. So anyways, when it comes to scouting, guys, since Relentless is the lowest Town Hall 7 I have in this war, I'm obviously going to start off at the bottom. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this guy would look like. And he's really not all that bad. To be honest, he's kind of tough for a Town Hall 7. I would just say that he needed to get his air defenses up. I mean, he didn't rush it because, you know, at Town Hall level 6, level 4 air defense is the max level. So once he got to Town Hall 7, I could see how buying that third air defense and then catching up to the other two to level 4 is where how he could be standing at level 4 air defenses now and not the level 5 yet. Because you can also kind of see how he did focus on his cannons. His mortars still need work, but in general, this really is not a rush Town Hall 7. The only thing I would say that downgrades his base here is the fact that his base is just poorly built. As you can see, he's got practically 3 cannons here on the same side of the base, along with the wizard tower and the mortar, which is not very good for him, because if I were to deploy all my hog riders on this side of the base and throw them under the healing spell, the hog riders would wipe this side out and they would head into the core, take out the air sweeper, the air defense, and that archer tower. And you know that could happen just in easily under 1 healing spell. So you would have 2 healing spells left, which would mean that your hog riders would eventually run down the other, you know, the rest of the sides of the bases. And 2 healing spells, you know, they have a lot of range on the spells, so they would be able to cover up a good portion of the core of the base. So your hog riders would definitely wipe out the base. But you know, that's not something that you're going to want to jump right into. I'm not saying that when you're doing this attack strategy, immediately deploy your hog riders. I would say that you always have to start off by checking the clan castle. And when you do that, you want to make sure that the enemy actually even has troops in their clan castle before you even train this army, because if this clan castle, like for example how it says 20 out of 20, obviously you can indicate that this clan castle is full of troops. We don't know what's in there, but we know he has troops in there. So that's why the archers would be very important to have, because your archers are going to be the ones that take out this clan castle. Not the, you know, building itself, but obviously you guys would know, I mean the troops inside of it. So the way you're going to do that is you're always going to pay attention to this white ring right here. This white ring is obviously going to be the range of the clan castle. Now, all you have to do to lure the clan castle is get just 1 troop of yours within inside this white circle. As long as they get inside of the range of this clan castle, the troops inside there will come out. Now, if your troop that you're using to lure the clan castle dies too fast, like if it's like an instant shot by like a cannon or something, like let's say if you drop an archer or a barbarian and they get killed quickly, you know, depending on how many troops are inside that clan castle, not all the troops in there might come out. So you're definitely going to want to double check it with maybe 1 more archer. Or if you guys, you know, have been playing for a little while, or if you're just very knowledgeable about it, and maybe if you haven't been playing too long, but you play all the time, if that makes sense, you would be able to know the housing spaces of the troops. So, for example, if you saw 2 Valkyries and a Wizard come out, you would know that that's a housing space of 20, just like this one, 20, so you would know that that is it. You don't need to sacrifice another troop to keep luring it, because the Valkyrie has a housing space of 8, and the Wizard has a housing space of 4, and if there's 2 Valkyries and a Wizard, you guys can do the math, that is 20. So once you get the troops out of there, you're going to want to look for a spot around the base where you can drop 1 archer, where it would actually be able to start shooting at a building without being killed by any of these defense buildings. The way you would do that is, so how I would do it, for example, before I launch my live attack, is I would drop an archer right next to this spell factory perhaps, and that'll get the troops out of there. The wizard tower wouldn't be able to reach your archer if you drop it in this highlighted tile at this corner right here, just outside of the range of that wizard tower. That will definitely let your archer live. That'll get the enemy troops out of that clan castle. And if you want to be more safe about it, which I would totally do if I were you, is I would drag the enemy troops away from that wizard tower so that the wizard tower is not backing up the enemy troops, by dropping another archer here by this builder hut. And then, you know, you can see that, you know, around this builder hut there are areas that are not highlighted, so you can put archers in between those areas, in which you're going to want to circle the enemy troops with your archers and make sure they're kind of spread it out so that they're not getting splash killed together. Because if it's a Valkyrie and your archers are kind of clustered together, the Valkyrie will destroy multiple archers at once. Or if it's a dragon, even the dragon can splash kill. So you're going to want to make sure your archers are spread it out, so that when the enemy troops are surrounded, they can only take out 1 archer at a time. And with 20 archers shooting at them and they're all spread it out, going 1 by 1 when it's killing them, the archers are more than likely going to kill the troops within the clan castle. So after you have lured the clan castle and you killed the troops inside there, this is the exciting part. This is when you get to go ahead and use your hog riders and your dragons, which is the most strongest part of your army. So the way I would do it is I would look for the best way to take out these air defenses as fast as possible, because you're going to want to get your dragons on the field as quick as possible as well, because you are on a time limit during your attack. It does take time off of your clock to lure the clan castle and kill those troops before you deploy your hog riders and dragons, because if your archers are still trying to kill those clan castle troops and you start deploying your hog riders and your dragons, the troops that are inside of your enemy's clan castle might lose focus on your archers or even kill all of your archers and immediately start running towards your stronger troops that you don't want being killed by those troops. So you always want to wait until your archers kill the clan castle troops, and once they are dead, immediately start dropping in your hog riders. And you're always going to want to make sure you know which side of the base you're going to be coming in from. So I did point out that coming in from this side, where most of the cannons are, is a good place to drop your hog riders, because then that's less buildings to kill your hog riders. Because obviously the air defenses are not going to shoot your hog riders, they're going to kill your dragons. But since you do want your dragons to be in this attack, and you don't want your dragons being wiped out and all you have left to rely on is your hog riders to obliterate the base, you are going to want to make sure these air defenses are gone first. So the way I would do it is I would also, you can see clearly that this air defense would be so easy for your hog riders to reach, because if you drop even one hog rider next to this dark barrack in front of it, that one hog rider will reach that air defense and start hitting it. Now he will die obviously, because you do have this archer tower that will blast him away, and he won't be able to take out the air defense in time. But if you drop in multiple hog riders, and if you spread them out by dropping a few on this wizard tower, a few on the air defense, maybe scatter some here towards this archer tower and that cannon, and then just dropping them under the healing spell, these buildings will be gone, and then the hog riders that started off on this side by the air defense and the wizard tower are going to jump over the walls and immediately go towards the core, where you see the remaining two air defenses, which is what you want taken out so that your dragons can go ahead and come in to fight. So you're going to want to drop a healing spell probably on the town hall, because you got to think about the range of your healing spell. It's a big circle, and whenever you're deploying spells, whenever you're touching your finger on the screen of your tablet or your phone or whatever device you're using for playing Clash of Clans, whenever you're touching your screen, think of it as there's a perfect circle forming around the tip of your finger. That's the way you're going to want to think about dropping your spells, because that'll make your deployment on those so much more accurate. So let's go ahead and just get into the attack, guys. I know I've been talking for a while about this. I just want to make sure I'm making this clear for you guys, because I do want to see you guys improve. I'm not going to be able to see everyone here improve, because, there are some viewers here I know who are not in the clan, so I'm not going to be able to see how this will work out for you guys. But as long as you follow what I say here, I can promise you your attacks will improve. So let's go ahead and get into this attack. I will go ahead and start off by luring the clan castle. And I would do it exactly how I said it. One archer to go ahead and get it, and what do you know, it is a dragon, which is very stereotypical to be defending clan castles in wars, especially for Town Hall 7s. So the way you're going to want to do this is circle them around. You see how I scatter out my archers and I keep them separate? That should do the job, and that should be able to take out that dragon. So we're going to let them do their thing. The dragon is distracted by those archers. Sorry for the archer tower thing. They're not archer towers, they're archers. But we're going to go ahead and start dropping in our hog riders. Bring them in over here. Let them all drop. And you're going to drop a healing spell here. I'll drop a healing spell there. And like I said, they're going to hit the core. Drop a healing spell on them, and there's your proof, guys. When a giant bomb hits even level 1 hog riders, as long as you let them sit under the healing spell, they will take out those air defenses. So we're going to go ahead and drop our clan castle hog riders right there. And this base is already being annihilated. So we'll drop the king here so that he can take out the clan castle, considering it does have kind of strong health on it. These builder huts are in the corners. You don't want those to waste time on your clock, so I would start off by putting a dragon on each one, so that you don't have to worry about those wasting time on your clock. So now that we have taken out all of the defense buildings, and the hog riders can now focus on the remainder of the base, it's just cleanup from here, it does not matter where I drop these dragons. I'm going to drop one right here so that this dragon will go straight for the core of the base. And this will be a 3-star, guys. This is it. It's as simple as this. You just lure the clan castle, kill the troops within it, regardless of what they are. And this is how it works, guys. You just keep those Hog Riders under their healing spell, and they will destroy practically, like, if not everything, most of the defense buildings within the base. And that's all you need, is at least most of them. And most importantly, guys, I can't stress it enough, you have to make sure those Hog Riders take out the air defenses, because once those air defenses are gone, your dragons will, you know, definitely clean up the rest of the base. As you can see, I was very limited on my dragons, but I only lost one dragon. Actually, I didn't even lose one dragon. I forgot I only had 4. I thought I had 5. Raid and Defeat uses 5. I just kind of confused the two. But that's it, guys. I mean, all my dragons survived. I had plenty of Hog Riders left. The king lives. That's it, guys. That is how you make an attack in war. Now, going over farming, I understand this is kind of a long clip here. I don't want to make this too long for you guys. So I am actually going to end it right here. I know I said I would talk about it. And I will, I promise you guys, I will upload another video very soon that goes over farming attack strategies so that you can score more loot than the amount you're losing from when your enemies raid your base and take your loot. I will show you guys how to score more than what you are losing. And I will also teach you guys how to level up your base faster. So that is going to be it for this, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. I will see you guys in the next video. Be easy, guys.